So I think we have come a long way. AMCC has evolved into a consortium of consumers and savvy entrepreneurs. Every year we see that there is a huge interest in halal products and services, not just from the locally owned Muslim entrepreneurs, but also from mainstream companies. In the morning, we had Errol Schweizer, who was from Whole Food, and they shared the success they have had in bringing halal products to their shelves and how over the years it has grown almost 100-200%. So that is very encouraging that mainstream companies are slowly realizing that this is a market not just limited to the consumption by Muslims, but other people also like halal products. We saw today with Halal Guy, we gave them an award, 2014 Multicultural Award, and we see every day when you go, 95% of the people who are on the line are not Muslims. They are from all over the world. So the concept of halal is really picking up. Halal is becoming synonymous with healthy food, clean food, and that is what we have to market. Unfortunately, for the last 15-20 years, we have been stuck into the technical aspect of halal, where we were talking more about how you would slaughter, whether you would do mechanical or by hand. And I think the conversation is more bigger than just technical aspect. The conversation should be that whether the animal is humanly raised, what is being fed to the animal, whether there is no antibiotics used. And those are some of the concepts which we want to create an awareness. The concept of wholesome and tayyib, that is where I really see the value of halal products or services is. Market जो है grow हो रही है, बहुत organic growth है, and the reason it is organic is because the access to mainstream companies is difficult. So 5 years ago when we started, 6 years ago when we started this, Crescent was not in Walmart. आज Crescent 150-160 stores Walmart में है. Saffron Road करीब 600 stores में है. आप शॉप राइट जाइएगा, Bombay Kitchen. Actually, Sanjay Modi is here, who is the founder of Bombay Kitchen, and he's a non-Muslim, and he wants to get into halal products. ShopRite में उसके products आपको halal बिरयानी, halal सब कुछ मिलेंगे आपको. तो market grow कर रहा है. The issue is that it has some challenges. Okay, the challenges, of course, is that for a national retailer, he has to be very selective in what areas he wants to bring these products, because of course if you are just targeting to Muslims, then you have to be very focused in, okay, these are the stores because that's where Muslim population is, जो कि हमने 2011 के स्टडी में बताई थी कि इस कंट्री में there are 11 markets which has a potential of targeting halal products. वो 11 market Atlanta, Orlando, Houston, Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, New Jersey, Washington, ये एरिया डियरबॉर्न मिशिगन है. लेकिन अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट हलाल लॉन्च करना है नेशनल लेवल पे, so you have to go to consumers who would understand more whether it is healthy product or not, right? So you have to bring the concept of health, you have to bring concept of organic, gluten free. ये सब चीज़ जो है आप हलाल प्रोडक्ट्स के साथ इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं, उसमें आपको ज़्यादा सक्सेस मिलेगा बनिस्बत कि आप सिर्फ कहें कि साहब ये हैंड स्लॉटर्ड है और ज़बीहा है, और उसके बाद सारी चीज़ जो है ये किस तरह से आप एनिमल को ट्रीट करते हैं, क्या चीज़ आप एनिमल को फीड करते हैं, वेदर आपकी प्रोसेसिंग फैसिलिटी नीट एंड क्लीन है कि नहीं, विच आई हैव सीन दैट कितनी प्रोसेसिंग फैसिलिटीज़ जो है बड़ी हलाल कहते हैं, लेकिन अगर आप जाइएगा तो इट्स सो डर्टी, राइट? सो यू हैव टू कम फ्रॉम अ लेवल ऑफ जस्ट टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ halal into what are the consumers looking for. right? And that is where the value is. जब शुरू में हमने शुरू किया था 2007 में, तो हम हमारे रिसर्च और AT कार्नी और JWT की जो स्टडी थी उसमें ये था कि साहब $170 बिलियन हमारी डिस्पोजेबल इनकम है मुसलमानों की अमेरिका में. I would say that number has not grown that much. Because जो भी फिगर्स जो पहले थे, जो मेथडोलॉजी और फ्रेमवर्क यूज़ किया था कैलकुलेशन के लिए, आई थिंक दोज मेथडोलॉजी इज़ बिकमिंग मोर क्लियर. And the numbers, I would say, it's somewhere between $150 to $200 billion. Right? It is somewhere between $150 to $200 billion. Now, halal food, which by some estimates is approximately $20 billion. Right? And that is a very simple calculation. There are 6,500 halal restaurants in America. Right? आप अगर Yelp पे जाएं और आप zabiha.com पे जाएं, आप गूगल पे जाएं, आप सिर्फ हलाल करें तो आपको रिजल्ट्स बहुत मिलेंगे. और जहाँ तक हम लोग ने कैलकुलेशन की है, 6,500 रेस्टोरेंट्स कैरी हलाल प्रोडक्ट्स. आप उनकी अगर सिंपल रेवेन्यू ले लीजिए, किस एरिया में क्या रेवेन्यू है, और हम लोग ने बड़ा सिंपल स्टेटिस्टिकली उसको एनालाइज किया, तो आई वुड से द फूड मार्केट, हलाल फूड मार्केट इज़ $15 to $20 बिलियन. जब मैं इस मुल्क में आया था 22 साल पहले, तो मैं अकेले था. आज मैं मेरी बेगम है, 2 और बच्चे हैं, 4 हैं. मैं जब इस मुल्क में आया था मेरे फैमिली के सिर्फ 1 लोग थे यहाँ पे, एक बड़े भाई थे. आज मेरे फैमिली करीब 100 लोग हैं यहाँ पे. तो 20-22 साल में ग्रोथ तो हो रहा है. I have seen in my family, I have seen in many, you might also have seen in your families. So I think it's a growing market, but yes, the data is very fragmented. It's very difficult to capture that data, and I think as more and more initiatives like AMCC comes, you would have a better data. Of course, an organization like AMCC could do only little. We don't have that resource. We are all volunteers, and we are not 100% dedicated to this effort. हम सिर्फ जो है पार्ट टाइम में ही काम कर रहे हैं ये. तो अगर और ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आती हैं फुल फ्लेजेड, जिनका फोकस ये होगा कि भाई हमें जो है एक मार्केट क्रिएट करनी है, then I would definitely see that we would have better figures, better data and better stats.